Hi guys, my name is Angela Freeman and I am an IRS enrolled agent and a tax manager here at Freeman CPA. So today I will have a quick video for you talking about extensions 2020. So what are the extensions and who needs them? Basically, extension is something that you would request from the IRS if you need an additional time to file your tax return. So if you didn't have all the documents that are ready for your tax filing, then you're a great candidate for an extension. What are some of the types of documents that we typically see that are missing and that require an extension? So the most common one is not having all the K-1s in place. What are K-1s? They're forms that are sent to you by partnerships and corporations, as corporations that pass the income, different variety of income and losses onto the investor or the taxpayer. So for example, if you are an investor in a publicly traded partnership or PTP, something like an energy company or gas company, you will receive a K-1. And you cannot file your tax return until you receive it. They usually take a little while to get, and we often see people getting them around spring or summer, so not in time for the tax filing date, and they are perfect candidates for people that need to be extended. Now, another common K-1 you will receive is if you have ownership in a partnership or an S corporation. So until that tax return is prepared, you do not have a K-1 and you cannot file your tax return. What happens if you decide to file it anyway? Well, you're filing your 1040 tax return, you're signing it under the penalties of perjury, saying that all the information on your return is included and there's nothing that's missing, overstated, understated. And basically you can't do that unless you have all the information available to you. So if you were to file your tax return without that, despite this warning that you're filing under penalties of perjury, you would get a notice from the IRS saying you have underwithheld your income, underreported your income, and here's additional taxes with penalties. So not something we'd like to see any of our clients get, and that's why people that are still waiting for their K-1s are getting an extension. Another common one is if you have any kind of foreign income. So with foreign income, other countries are very often on a different schedule for tax filings than we are here in the US. And what we commonly have to do is we have to wait until the foreign tax return is filed, and then we're using those numbers on the US tax return to see if there are any exclusions or credits that you can get off of your foreign filed tax return towards your US taxes. And the reason for that is if you're filing a US tax return because you're a resident or a citizen of the United States, then your worldwide income is subject to taxation, and basically you do get a credit or offset of some type depending on which country it's from. You do get a credit for taxes paid to that other country. So until you receive your tax return from the other country, you cannot file your US tax return. So that's a second case. And lastly, maybe you just had a situation in life or it's been a crazy year and you just haven't had a chance to timely get all your documents together and handed them into your accountant by the deadline your accountant's provided. And basically in that case, we're preparing a tax return based on information we have thus far. We're filing an extension, and then once all your documents have been handed in to your accountant, that's when your final tax return will be filed. So common question that we get is, well, what happened to the payments? Now, I know that I didn't get all my information in time. What do I do with payments? And well, the extension, it gives you extra time to file, but not to pay. So what we need to do is have a best estimate of how much taxes will you owe. You can look at your prior year. That's one way to estimate if things haven't changed much, and we can send in that amount for you, or we can use expected figures. So we can kind of gather information that you have so far and make a good estimate of how much taxes you may owe. It may be a good idea to overpay a little bit or pay as close as you can. As long as you're 90% paid in towards your current year 2020 taxes, then you should be fine and you should not have additional penalties for failure to file your tax return. So payments are due with the tax extension or tax filing. When is the date? Well, this year, it's May 17th. It's not April 15th. That was yesterday. Today is April 16th. And basically, a lot of people may be panicking, but actually, you have until May 17th to file your tax return or extension and send in the 2020 tax payments. So even though April 15th has passed, you're not too late, and you still have some time to get that money ready and send in with your tax return. And on that note, April 15th was an important date. Hopefully you haven't missed our other communications. If you'd like to get more information about an an estimate that you had to send in by April 15th, please watch our video, which we'll link at the end of this short video. And basically, yes, there were estimates that were due April 15th. Those were not extended. Hopefully you've reached out to us and we've sent out those payments for you. If not, the next time that you will be sending out estimated tax payments will be June 15th of this year. So hopefully you found this helpful, and if you like this video, please subscribe, follow us, and just let us know that you liked the video. Thank you. Signing off.